Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Art. Every single time I start talking, something drives by. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's start this again. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. This is your boy FlyIslandGuy. Welcome back and welcome aboard. Today we are back in Argentina, continuing our South American tour. And we are in Viedma, Argentina. We're going to be heading down to Esquel, Argentina. And yeah, this guy's coming back again, so I'm going to hop into the cockpit. Okay. So we are, as I said, we're heading to Esquel, Argentina, which is kind of in the southwestern region. We're not going to go too far south. We're going to be heading more west. So flight time today is going to be 1 hour 59 minutes. And we're going to be cruising at 20,000 feet. Current weather in Esquel right now, unfortunately, we can't get kind of detailed weather report, but I can say we are looking at 7 degrees C, and winds are out of roughly the west at 10 kilometers. So as you can see, temperatures are cooling off. They're cooling off now as we're getting lower in South America. This is winter time, so we have to keep an eye out for that. All right, we already have our flight plan plugged in. I said today, I guess we just do something a little different and you'll hop in before we do startup. What I'll do, come back to my checklist, and yes, we will continue our checklist. So engine starts, we're going to go to the beacon, get the beacon on, and we will get our starter running. Clear prop. Feels weird saying that. Sorry, that's why they came out so awkwardly. We're using the five bladed variant today, which I honestly don't fly too often. We're gonna go.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
Apply fuel. Once everything stabilizes, we'll go ahead and we will continue our checklist. Absolutely still loving the PC-12. I'm going to mess around and say SimWorks Studios can't miss when it comes to aircraft. I love the Kodiak. In fact, I'm going to be heading back to it at some point, probably once we finish this tour. And yeah, I'm just loving this aircraft. All right, so we have the engines on. We'll get our generators on. And avionics can come on as well. Come down here. EPS light is out. Get the ECS switch to auto. We'll go flaps 15, so our pusher test will actually work. Also going to set our altimeter. I'll set the set our altitude. We're gonna arm it, and yeah, test our autopilots.
Warning, autopilot trim.
Yep. All right. First time when I was flying this aircraft, I was just thinking that was a warning. Be looking around trying to figure out what's going on. Now I realize that's just what the test does. We're gonna check our weight and balance. See where we are right now. Pretty far aft, so we're going to just set our trim a little bit. So balancing that out, and let's do that again. Okay. All right, so we're gonna do the pusher test now, which should be good to go. For some reason, my FS Realistic just, it's not connecting. I don't know why.
FS Realistic connected.
Okay, now it's good to go. All right, so FS Realistic is now connected. I am also going to press the pusher button. We'll come down and we will slowly increase the throttles. And the light is out. Cool. Getting our warning here about AOA de-ice, which means gotta get the probes on. And gotta get the buttons out. There we go. Okay, so outside of that, we have cooling and heating is required. EPS is out. Order 15 push test is done. Avionics is set. I'll set the heading. Actually, let me look at the heading now. Let's get that set. So SVV, we're departing. What runway are we departing? I forgot to check that as well. We are departing runway 29 here in Viedma, and runway 29 is 286. So set our heading for 286. And as you guys can see, this is why I don't do this stuff on camera, because it just, oops, sorry, it just takes a while to get set up, and it's not the most exciting watching. All right, 286, and we'll arm our heading bug, set our nav source to nav. All right. We should be actually parallel to the runway right now. So, yeah, should be good. All right. And yes, I do talk to myself like this when I am getting this set up. Okay, oh, just turn this on because it just looks weird when it's off. And we're not using it for this flight, so that's fine. And we will go back to our checklist. All right, we've already done the autopilot trim tests. I'll set our cabin pressure. We'll set it to about oops, 21,000. I wish. I don't know what this does. Yeah, that's good. All right, and we've already selected our altitude. We'll just check our fuel quantity totalizer one more time. We are very kind of short on fuel for this trip, but our endurance is saying right now 5 hours, so we should be good to get through this trip. All right, flaps are set. Let's head towards the runway, folks. There we go. All right. So I had an interesting experience, kind of while we're taxiing. I'll just chat about it real quick. And I think I mentioned in the previous video that for my birthday, my wife kind of got me a flight lesson. Didn't really pan out, but it was pretty cool to see how everything was actually laid out in the real cockpit. Really enjoyed it. And one thing I did ask about was the rudder pedals, because I've always kind of found them confusing. Just in the way that I understand the way that they work, but it was still, I always found it a little strange. So while I was in there, I also asked about the whole idea of magnetos, the correct, startup procedure for a Cessna. And just kind of asked about all the other little kind of dials and buttons, but it was good to actually physically touch things and see what it was all about. So it was definitely an awesome experience, and we are definitely going to try and make that happen at some point. There's just a few things I need to work on before we can do that. But yeah, I definitely want to do that one more, do it again sometime soon. All right. While we're taxiing, I'm going to get the FSLTL set up. We don't need to go all the way to the end of the runway. To be honest, this should be fine. I'm just trying to kill some time till I can find FSLTL, because I always forget to do that, and then you end up with like empty airports. Alrighty, so once I finish getting this set up, yeah, we'll go ahead and start our takeoff. Okay. Alright, and for some reason that's just frozen up. I'm gonna try one more time. If this doesn't work, then it is what it is. Alright. Now, of course, as soon as I decide to turn the aircraft, that's when everything starts working. I'm also having a hard time turning this guy, and I'm not sure why. I don't remember it being this hard to turn, but I can't turn this guy to save my life now, so I'm gonna have to come off the runway to turn it. All right. Alright, so here we are. We're gonna line up. And we're just gonna stop here. Alrighty. And let's just get our final checks in. Flight controls. We're free and clear. Flight director could go into go around mode. I can get that checked. Fuel condition lever to flight idle. And yeah, let's get our flaps already set. Let's get our landing lights on. Didn't have the taxi lights on either. We'll do the EGPWS test.
EGPWS system OK.
No errors on the cars, so we are good to go. All right, takeoff power is set. We'll get back in position. There we go. And a little bit of left rudder. Rotates.
Airport time log.
And gear up. Just kind of trim it out. All right, flaps up. And we'll get our yaw damper on. Autopilot will follow nav as well. Just gonna set our trim. Want to try and get to about 150 knots or so as we climb out. And then we'll go to flight level change. All right. Sorry, not flight level change. DDIS climb. Looks about good right there. All right. So that's all good. See if we could see anything outside. Definitely been a lot more to see flying around South America than flying in Africa, that's for sure. Gonna set our climb power, and now that we're off, just gonna do our after takeoff checklist. Just landing gear up. Your dampener is on. Let's get our taxi lights off. Don't need that. Flaps at 0. Ice protection as required. Not using it yet. Climb power is set. Pressurization is active. It's pressurizing right now. Engine instruments are looking good. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have a problem here. Our endurance right now is at 1 hour 54 minutes, so we're gonna have a problem with this flight. Maybe it's going to increase as we go along. Not too sure, but yeah, we're going to be cutting it. We're going to be cutting it really close, and hopefully we'll be able to make it through this flight. So remember, as I said, flight time for today is 1 hour 59 minutes. On 59 minutes, so you have to kind of keep an eye. Really keep an eye on things. I was trying to see if I could actually squeeze in a nice paying flight, but I don't know if this is gonna work out. So the good thing is that our endurance is slowly increasing as we climb. So I'm hoping that as we get higher up and things get a little more efficient, we're going to be able to buy us a little bit of time. All right, so now that we are climbing up, we can go ahead and talk about our destination for today, which is Esquel, Argentina. So Esquel is a charming town nestled in the foothills of the Andes in Patagonia, Argentina, and it's one of those places that perfectly blends natural beauty with a relaxed small town atmosphere. So when you arrive in Esquel, you immediately notice the stunning scenery that surrounds it. The town is set against a backdrop of mountains, forests, and lakes, making it a paradise for nature lovers and outdoor enthusiasts. One of the first things people often mention about Esquel is its proximity to Los Alices National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And this park is a real gem, known for its ancient alus trees, some of which are thousands of years old. And the park offers a variety of activities from hiking through lush forests to boating on crystal clear lakes. It's a place where you can really disconnect from the world and immerse yourself in the tranquility of nature. So Esquel also has a rich cultural side. The town has a strong Welsh influence, which you could see in its architecture, traditions, and even in some of the local tea houses. This Welsh heritage dates back to the 19th century when Welsh settlers came to Patagonia, and the town celebrates this heritage with festivals and events that showcase Welsh music, dance, and food, adding a unique cultural flavor to the region. So in winter, Esquel transforms into a hub for snow sports, with the nearby La Jolla ski resort drawing visitors from all over. La Jolla is known for its excellent snow conditions thanks to its high altitudes and unique microclimate. So skiing or snowboarding there offers stunning views of the surrounding mountains and valleys. But what makes Esquel truly special is its welcoming community. So the people here are warm and friendly, and they're always ready to share their love for the town and its surroundings. Whether you're exploring the natural wonders, diving into the local culture, or just enjoying a quiet moment with a cup of mate. So Esquel offers a sense of peace and connection it's hard to find in its crowded destinations. So that's it, folks. We are going to continue our climb up to 20,000. Landing lights can come off. And I will catch you guys when we are starting our descent into Esquel. Right now our endurance has kind of increased a little bit. I'm hoping that's going to get better so that the higher we go up, and I'm just seeing if there's ways that I can squeeze out just a little bit more performance. Just kind of dialing back on the engines a little bit so they don't use as much fuel. So we'll see how it goes. Unfortunately though, we do have an extremely strong headwind, 37 knots, which is not going to help the cause at all, which I was afraid of. So we'll see how it goes. If you guys see this video, it means that I somehow managed to land the aircraft safely. If you don't see the video, well, it doesn't matter because you're not going to hear about it. So yeah, we'll see how things go, and I'll be back soon. All right, this is your boy FlyIslandGuy. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are pretty much well on our way to Esquel. About to land. We are painfully short on fuel right now. When I say painfully short, I mean painfully short. I'm doing everything that I can to kind of give us enough fuel to get to our location. We are pretty much heading towards final approach now. If you look at the GPS, we're heading towards our final approach fix, or sorry, initial approach fix of Tamer. The airport is about 7 nautical miles after that. We're gonna go ahead and get our final checks underway. Right now we're descending to 5,700 feet. We are, let's see, We're gonna start to prepare. We've dialed back our throttles now, just trying to lose a little bit of speed. Yeah. And I'm just gonna let the speed go down. The airport should pretty much be straight ahead of us. And I can't see the runway yet, but should be there. I'm just kind of letting the speed bleed off now that we've hit 5,700. I believe you have to go down to 5,200 from here, so I'm actually going to engage this guy. Oh no. No. 5,200. Now you can do that. Yeah, let's just do 1,000. Also going to go into approach mode as well, but we just need to double check when we actually cross the glide path. Still not a huge deal though. Let's look in here at Navigraph. Yes, we should be connected to the glide path in Gimby. We're gonna start getting ourselves ready for landing. Okay, I think I see the runway straight ahead of us now. Just gonna get a little bit more fuel here. Sorry, a little bit more throttle. Officially have 14 minutes of fuel left. Gotta try and get to the runway right there, and boy, I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it. We shouldn't be that far out there. Let's see, so we have our gear down. We should have probably just kept our gear up for a little longer. Just didn't want to complain. Landing and taxi lights are on. We have our flaps down. We're gonna get the yaw damper off shortly. Kind of once we hit this this waypoint right here. Gimby is what we're looking for. That's the final approach fix before we actually get to the runway. And I have never been more stressed out at this point playing this game right now, flying, because I'm losing it right now. The airport feels like it's taken forever to come to us, and there's only 10 minutes of fuel left. I have to find a way to make this stretch out. We actually reach the airport, which feels like it's taken so long to come to us. Alright, glide path is active. and we should start descending shortly. I'll just dial back on the throttles. Wow. In all of this, I actually forgot to talk about our approach for today, which is the RNP runway 23 approach. It's pretty much a straight-in approach based on our flight path, so or flight track. So we're not really too much to for you to see here. We are coming down, folks. Finally, I think we're going to be good fuel-wise, at least to get onto the runway. But folks, don't ever do this. I was just trying to push to kind of complete this high-paying job, but it was a lot of cargo, and I was kind of limited by my fuel. So yeah, that's why I'm kind of like pushing right now. I didn't think the fuel was gonna be this low. If you look down at the fuel quantity here, it's not even registering anymore. So yeah, it's a little rough. All right, gonna do autopilot and yaw damper off. Let's see where it's at. Okay, not too far off center. Gonna set my camera up a little better so I can see where I'm going. Using a little bit of trim just to counteract the yaw from the engines, kind of that torque force. Don't know how to explain it. You guys know what I mean. Right. Looking good though. My elevator trim set up as well. I don't have to kind of pull back so hard to make sure I'm on a good flight path or a good vertical profile. Okay. All right, so doing this one more time. Our landing gear is down. Landing lights and taxi lights are on. Autopilot yaw damper is off. Flaps are at 15. Could probably go a little more. Let's get them to 30. Yeah. Doing about 90 knots right now, so it's going to be a nice low and slow landing. 12 minutes of fuel left. I think we're going to be good, folks. A little bit of throttle. Got a little bit of a crosswind as well. Interesting having these sets of trees right next to the airport. It's different. A little high, it's okay. Easing off on the throttles. got in safely, folks. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think we were gonna make it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Esquel, Argentina. Current time is 1:34 p.m. Temperature is 9 degrees C. Clouds. It was probably cloudy. I'm glad we made it here, folks.
Warning, trim.
I know. Alrighty, so let's clean up. Flaps are up. I'm gonna come off here to the right, and we're just gonna pause for a second and make sure like everything is all done before we continue to the runway. It's actually a pretty strong wind we were dealing with as well. Alright, landing lights can come off. We can get our flight director off as well. And yeah. Oh, I forgot one last thing, which is the fuel condition lever, but it's okay. Here in the deep south, folks. Deep south of Argentina. Alright, we're gonna come right here. These guys should be directing us in. I know it's so hard to turn. Okay, this will do. Yeah, I'm not sure why I can't turn the PC-12 there. This is... I'm gonna double check. Those wheel steering. It's weird. Alright, just gonna come up top, get our taxi lights beacon off, and yeah.
Engine
Warning,
time
essential
logged.
bus.
The flight is finished. It has been monitored by On Air.
Gonna open the door and get the standby bus on. Generators will come off. You don't need all that. And I guess back and come off too. And that is it, folks. Some reason couldn't make it to the... I couldn't turn here. I don't know why. But I'm gonna try and figure that out. That was a stressful flight overall, and to be honest, not sure how I made it, but we did. So all's well that ends well. We're gonna drop off this cargo here and then continue on further south. And I can just show you real quick. If we bring up windy.com, I can show you where we are right now. So if I come to window capture, let's see, is this it? Nope, that's the wrong one. Alright, yeah, so we left here, Viedma, and we came here to Esquel, and as you can see, we were lucky to kind of avoid any weather. My plan is to sort of kind of come further down this way. If we can kind of stay on this side, come all the way down here, maybe to Rio Grande. Then maybe if you could pop by the Falkland Islands, if you get a job over there, we'll do that. And then after that, we'll just start making our way back up this large landmass and end off in Guyana. And from there, go back to the Caribbean, fly around and enjoy ourselves over there. All right. So that's it, folks. I will catch you on the next one. This is your boy FlyIslandGuy. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next flight. Stay safe, and most importantly, stay fly. I'm out. Peace.
Fly Island Guy, we're soaring so high. With reggae beats we touch the sky.